So, our new series is going to be a 2D run and gun controller that also will have level editor and it will also have multiplayer. And of course, every level you can create on your level editor, we're going to be able to sync it through the network. Okay, so you can have your players create actual levels and sync them, with other players. We're going to use UNet, and at this point we're only going to use port forwarding. So yeah, if you want to play with somebody else that's on a different PC or over the internet, then you're going to have to do a few stuff on your modem first. Later on we're going to see, and as we continue, we're going to keep adding more functionalities and matchmaking and all that, but that is way later on inside the next year. So we're going to encapsulate all the name into a single name we can understand ourselves, and that will be SharpForce. You can guess what game it was inspired from. Press any key, we start. Okay, start game, multiplayer, level editor. Let's see the start game, so we actually see the first game. Okay, we select a level. Okay, we can fire, we can throw grenades, and we can actually destroy the level. And of course we're going to do all of this into the multiplayer. I'm going to hit escape, back to menu, level editor, and before we do that, start game. Okay, we only have 2 levels. Level editor, let's set something, let's create something. Now tiles automatically update depending on their position. Okay, we're going to see all of this in depth in their own videos. We have regular types. We can also paint backdrop, and we can also paint non-destructible nodes, that they are not destruct. Let's delete them though. And of course we can also paint parallax, which is trees that go on the background. We have 3 different levels of parallax. Okay, so they are offset depending on the position of the camera, and we can also have mountains on the back. Okay, and checkpoints, but we already have 1 checkpoint. Let's say this video level or test, better yet. Okay, save. We have saved. Back to menu, start game, test level. Back to menu, and let's play. Let's see. Start multiplayer. The lobby scene. We can either host or join. At this point we're just going to host. We have host, and let's go back into Unity, hit play, multiplayer, join, and voila, we are inside the lobby scene. If I change my name, let's call it this subscriber, and go into the other game scene. Okay, you see that they are in sync. If I leave the lobby scene, you see that he goes away from the lobby scene too, and we reset the status to waiting for players basically. Back into Unity, multiplayer, join. Okay, let's call him again subscriber, and I can actually control which character I'm going to select. It's the functionality, but I didn't have another sprite sheet, so I'm only using the same sprite sheet with a different color on top of it, a different tint. So just keep in mind that. Okay, and I'm going to hit ready. Okay, status ready. Status ready. Name subscriber. We have current level. Since this is the server, we can select the level. I'm going to select test level. Okay, we have subscriber level, we have this as player. And if I click ready, we're going to actually go into loading and inside the scene. Of course, it's going to instantiate it in front of it's going to create the characters on the same checkpoint. Okay, and we also have syncing distraction into the levels. Okay, distraction, you can see it's synced distraction everywhere. Just keep in mind that if I had this into a different window, then the editor might not update at the same time as this, so some distractions might not work. And I can also kill him, and it responds after 5 seconds. And I can also kill him again. It responds at the checkpoint, so it's going to go over here after the seconds pass. Okay, and it's that. Alright, so this is what we're going to do in this series. There is a lot of stuff to cover. There's a ton of stuff to cover, actually, not just a lot. Just imagine how much stuff we need to do just to have a level editor and sync that over the network, have level distraction over the network, have a lobby scene, have everything. It's tightly packed. Okay, because we have so much stuff to cover, and because there is this is basically 90% of a game, actually. Okay, and because there is all that, you have to say how you need to watch these videos. So do not try to type along with me as you watch the videos, especially the first time you watch the videos. Wait till you cover all the videos. So that means wait till all the videos are public and are able to watch. Okay, of course, if you are a Patreon, patrons watch it earlier. Okay, this is going to be available, all the parts are going to be available for patrons earlier. So to watch, wait till you watch all the videos first, because we have a lot of references on a lot of scripts and a lot of functionalities. So focus only on understanding the concepts we are covering in each part, and then try to write it down. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to follow along. Trust me on that. As I said, watch all the videos first, or basically watch the videos, try to understand the concepts, nail them down, keep notes if you have to, and later on, when you're going to go and sit and write your own script, okay, then you will know the concepts. So that basically means you only have to write the code. If you do not know how to write that code, then you can come back again into the video, see what I did, decide if you like what I did, and then sit down and either write your own version or write something similar to what I have over here. Okay, that is very important to do it this way. Okay, type along videos are nice for beginners and they are pretty good going you through the door, but once we are through the door, we have to adapt into more advanced situations, and sadly, thus typing along the videos, it's just only a hindrance at this point. Okay, trust me on that. It's a lot of stuff and a lot of parts to cover. I tried my best to separate them on parts that make sense. Okay, but still we have parts that are more than an hour long. Okay, so when I say do it this way, just please do it this way. So the last thing I'm going to say is I'm going to use a few paid assets, basically only image effects. Okay, I'm going to use the amplify suite, basically amplify bloom effects, and the amplify color effect, and I have the amplify loot, which basically look up textures for the amplify color effect. You do not have to use the same. Okay, these are paid assets. You will find links for them in the description below. They are affiliate links, so I get a little cut if you buy it from that link. Yeah, that cut is basically non-existent, but anyway. Okay, I'm just mentioning that it's affiliate links, so we have transparency between us. So, but I really like these effects. I use them everywhere, as you have seen already in the third-person shooter series. I also have the motion blur they have, and the ambient occlusion. But yeah, this is a 2D game, so I didn't include it. The other cool thing you can do with the color effect, and if you have the lookup textures, we have you can change the lookup textures from over here. I'm going to delete the blending one though. Let's say you want to have some more stylized thing. Let's say, okay, you wanna go into some Game Boy stuff or Game Bob. There's a lot of stuff you can do. Basically, you can set up the way your game looks pretty fast without even having to touch anything else, or even having to change your textures and all that. Okay, so yeah, as I said, I use them on all the projects basically I have. So okay, we are ready to go into as I said, we are ready to go into part 1. Check the image effects if you like, and also take my advice on how you need to follow these videos. And let's of course, patrons will be able to see the videos way earlier, and basically making up new videos each day, because everything is all ready, so I only need to find time to record the videos. So yeah, as I said, this is going to be in difficulty with everything else we have done before. Yeah, the difficulty is going to skyrocket at this point. So yeah, as I said, let's go into part 1, and of course check the links in the description below. You can also get the final project as always, and in turn you're also helping me keep making all this nice and cool stuff. And of course the other way is you can support me, and you also get both the scripts and watch the videos earlier if you go into my Patreon. Okay, my Patreon page, where on posts you will find even parts that are not live yet. For example, I've not yet added the post for the SharpForce, but inside the week, I think inside this week are going to add everything. And we have part 13 for the climb system, which is going to go live by 2 weeks from now. And the other one, I think this one goes live tomorrow. We're going to see, or this. And so by the end of the week, check the posts. You're probably going to see 10 more videos available for patrons, and we have rewards. See what reward tier you like, and you can watch the videos even with just $1, and in turn you're also helping me keep making all this cool nice stuff, which I bet you cannot find anywhere else, and I can actually brag about that now. So let's move on to part 1.